life was not meant to be fair. This is not a question. I came up with this. I would like to talk about it for a bit because I get a lot of emails asking why life isn't fair and why do some people have it easier than others. We need to get over the illusion that someone has told us that we are all equal and that life should be fair. We are not all equal simply because Earth is a school, it is a university, and we have all come for different lessons, different experiences. So we are never going to be equal, all equal, as long as Earth exists. It would be nice to treat everybody equally, but you know what? Sometimes if a soul wants to learn something, it will attract someone mistreating them, because this is what it wants to learn. So even there, we cannot all be equal, or we can not treat everybody equally. Sure, it sounds nice, treat everybody nice. Okay, then they will attract someone else who is mean to them, so they can experience what it is this soul wants to experience. Now, life being fair. We've heard this from many people. Bill Gates is one of the people that always says, life just isn't fair, get over it. We do need to get over it so that we can move on, because we're going to miss our entire life if we just sit back and keep saying life isn't fair, life isn't fair, this isn't fair, that isn't fair. Yes, it's not fair. It's a game that is not totally fair. Some people have mastered the rules of the game and they can get more out of this game. But once we accept the fact that life is not fair, then we can do something with our lives. We can accomplish what we want rather than trying to make everybody equal and trying to create a society where everybody has everything, or where everybody has an equal life or equal opportunities. It simply doesn't work this way, because we are not. Our existence did not begin when we were born. We have been around forever. We looked at this crazy game here on Earth, this unfair game here on Earth, and we said, ooh, I want to experience this. So we knew very well that this game is not fair before we came here, and we still came. So once you accept that life is not fair, you will reach this center in you. You will connect with the you that you were before you came into the game. And then as this you that you were before, you will be much more aware, and you will not complain about the fact that the game is not fair, that life is not fair. You will simply see what you can make out of it for you and for you only, instead of running around trying to make it fair for everybody. It never was fair, and it's never going to be. If it does become fair, it will also become boring. And then we will stop coming to Earth, because the soul does not learn very much from fairness, from boredom. Okay, let's assume for a moment that the game is fair, that everybody gives you exactly what it is you want so that you can do what it is you want to do. What do you think your soul will learn from this? What do you think your soul will learn without struggle? Struggle is such an important part of our growth. We hate it. I myself, me as well. I hate it. I hate struggle. But every time I look back, it's those moments of struggle where I felt I grew the most. So it would really help us to stop complaining and to stop mentioning it all the time, because it's not going to change. You are giving away your power every time you say, life is not fair. Some people have everything and I have nothing. Yes, those people have come to learn from having everything. In this life, you have come to learn from having almost nothing. It's not that you don't have nothing. It's just that we are programmed to focus on the things we do not have instead of the things we do have. So many times when I am talking with friends and they complain about something, I will say something like, you know what, it could be worse. You could be ugly. And they stop and look at me like, oh my God, yes. Think about this for a moment. Focus on the things you do have. Focus on your looks. Focus on your health. Focus on the fact that you can come down the stairs without assistance. Focus on the fact that your hands and your fingers work. Because there are so many people that don't have this. They could say life is not fair. We cannot say this. We are young, we are healthy, we are smart, we can do so much. So, for us, or for most of us, life is fair. It's just that we compare ourselves with some other people that have come here for different lessons. If you can reach those people, do so. But you will have to stop moaning that life is not fair, because then you will not be able to reach those people. And sit down for a moment. I know I keep mentioning this. Someone told me the other day, I keep mentioning coffee. Sit down. No, first make a nice cup of coffee, then sit down and think of all the things you do have. And then start playing the game with what you do have. But yes, I'm sorry to say, a lot of people have it inside of them so deep that life should be fair. And you know what? I'm sorry to say this too, but I look at these people and their faces are ugly because they're constantly frowning. And they are constantly angry that life is not fair, that they were not given the same chips to play with as other people on the table. So they will get by life being miserable, not having much of a sex life, because who wants to have sex with someone that is miserable? They will die, and the funny thing is they're going to come back in the same vibration. So again, they will start the game without many chips. In case someone says, what the hell is it talking about, chips? Chips are those things at the casino that they give you. Yes, so as the statement here says, accept the fact, it is a fact. It's not a theory, it is a fact. Life is not fair. Accept it, and you will be more at peace with yourself. And once you are at peace with yourself, you can do so much. But first, accept it. Because once I accepted it, I got more in touch with the real me. So, if you can do this, then life might not be fair, but it will be funny. I will leave it at this.